Hey, how's everyone doing? The month of July is coming to an end, so it's a perfect time to go over another Blu-ray haul where I just go over the Blu-rays, DVDs, and 4Ks I've picked up recently. I used to do this monthly, but I haven't been picking up as much stuff, so I've been doing it more, every handful of months. So this one's going to be kind of like July, June, May, maybe. It's been a little while since I last did one, and nonetheless, I am very excited to get into some of the stuff that I have picked up recently. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting things off, we have Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. This is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while. I remember watching the opening minute or opening credits of this movie and finding that very interesting a while back, but I've never actually seen this movie. So I'm very excited to have picked this one up. A lot of these I pick up at thrift stores and stuff for real cheap, just because that's really the best way to collect physical media in my opinion. And this is a DVD. It's a pretty cool DVD. So anyways, I'm very excited about this one. Then we have a random one, Cat in the Hat. This was real, I think maybe $3 or $4 for it brand new. This movie is kind of weird, obviously. If you've seen it, you grew up with it, you know this is a super bizarre movie. But I've been really wanting to rewatch it, and I think it's worth owning in my collection because it's just a movie that's so iconic to me and really in general, with Mike Myers playing Cat in the Hat. It's an enjoyable enough movie. It's really short. It's something you can just throw on and have fun and kind of, relive all the memories of watching this film and just how bizarre it is. But very excited to give this one another watch because it's probably been a few years since I last watched it. I watched it on Netflix a handful of years ago. Then the next one we have is going to be All Quiet on the Western Front. Completely opposite of the previous movie we went over, but this is another one I have been wanting to watch a while. This is not the 30s one that won Best Picture. This is the remake. The book by Eric Maria Remarque is one of my favorite books of all time. I've read it twice, and it's just a remarkable book. And I've really been wanting to see one of the movies. And after I watch this one, I definitely will be checking out the original that I believe won Best Picture 1930 or something. Regardless, very excited to see this one. I really like the book, like I said, so I'm curious to see how they adapt it. And I'm very partial to historical films, war movies, that kind of stuff. So this seems like a movie I could really enjoy. Another one, we got Amistad. I picked this one up for $1 at a local thrift store. This is a Spielberg movie, so I basically said whatever, I will pick it up and I will watch it. For $1 buy-in, I really don't care if it's a movie I haven't seen or it's a movie I might not like. It's only $1, so I easily could just bring it back there and trade it in and just give it back. Because it's only $1. Basically, I'm paying $1 to watch this movie once at the very worst. And it's directed by Spielberg. It's got Anthony Hopkins, Morgan Freeman, Matthew McConaughey as well. It's a movie I could enjoy. I don't know. It's really long, so that's a little concerning because it's something about a slave ship or something. Anyways, it's a historical film, which, like I said, I do tend to lean more towards those kind of films, more partial towards them. So I then tend to give them higher scores. And it's Spielberg, who's probably my most watched director and among my favorite directors, so I'll pretty much watch anything he's done. So I am excited to check this one out at some point. Continuing on this DVD trend, we have Stephen King's 4-movie collection. I'm super happy that I found this pack at a thrift store because it's just a really good set of movies, and I haven't really seen any of these. It's got Pet Sematary, which I haven't read Pet Sematary. I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I've been getting more and more into his books lately, so I haven't read that one yet, so I'll probably read the book first, because I'd probably rather read the book first than watch the movie first. Then it's got Silver Bullet, which I haven't read. I think it's a cycle of the werewolf or something, whatever it's based off of. I haven't read that one either. Graveyard Shift, I read the short story, so I'm very excited to check that one out. That's got Brad Dourif in it, who's such a good actor. And then Dead Zone, I recently read the book of that one as well, so I'll be checking that one out, directed by David Cronenberg. So I'm very excited for this whole set to watch through them. I'm trying to get through all the DVDs. I did pick up a lot of DVDs because I go to thrift stores and I see them for $1. I'm like, I might as well pick that up. So then we got After Hours, obviously a Martin Scorsese film. Same logic with the Spielberg one. One of my favorite directors. I'll watch anything they've done. For $1, I will pick it up and I'll give it a watch. Don't know much about it, but I'm excited about that one. Then we got kind of a run of horror movies. We have Horns. I think this was maybe $1.50. Been wanting to watch this one. Daniel Radcliffe's in it. Obviously, I would pretty much enjoy anything he's in. And this is based off a Joe Hill book, which is pretty cool. And it's just a pretty popular movie that I have not watched. So I'm curious to check this one out. I don't know if I'll like it, but it's definitely worth a watch. And then a very obscure pickup, we have Lake Placid 2. I haven't even seen the first Lake Placid, but Lake Placid is nearby where I live, so I do want to kind of watch this franchise just out of the fact that not a lot takes place. You know, I live here in central Vermont, and Lake Placid's not too far away, so I kind of wanna. So I'm kind of always curious anytime there's something remotely close by. So I do want to watch this. And I want to watch the first one. I'll probably get the Scream Factory edition of that one. Then we got Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. This completes my Halloween collection. This is the only Halloween movie I have not watched. And I've been meaning to hunt this down on physical because I went for the first Halloween, first Rob Zombie's Halloween remake. I bought the Steelbook, so I didn't buy the 2-pack that comes with this. And this does not have an individual Blu-ray, so I had to go with the DVD. And finally, I found it. I could not find it anywhere, so finally I got it at a thrift store of all places. So I'm very excited to finally watch this one and see. A lot of people say it's horrible. I will see. I'm just excited to have watched all the Halloween movies. Then another horror movie, we have The Grudge. This is, I remember this just creeped me out as a kid. I don't remember if I've watched this or if there's a sequel that I've watched. I've seen something with The Grudge, but nonetheless, I do want to watch this one. It's got, what's Sarah Michelle Gellar in this. I know her from the Scooby-Doo movies. So I'll probably enjoy this, maybe. I tend to like these kind of 2000s corny horror movies. Then the last DVD, I believe, of the day is going to be Tora Tora Tora. This is a World War II movie based off Pearl Harbor. Purely picked this up because it's a World War II movie, and I'm always interested in seeing more of them. I've heard this is much better than Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor from 2001, which is horrible. So I'm very excited to check this one out. Alright, so there's one more DVD that I forgot to mention, so that's going to be Don't Mess with the Zohan. Another, I probably picked this up for $1. I'm going through all of Adam Sandler's movies. I want to do a video, like do a tier list of all his movies or something, because I'm slowly going through every single one of them, and I've been going through them a lot in a pretty quick pace. This is one I have not seen. It looks stupid, but it's probably horrible, but I do want to do like a video, either at least doing like top 10 Adam Sandler movies, or even doing a tier list with every single one in it, but nonetheless, I'm going to watch that at some point. Then we have this Laugh Out Loud double feature right along with the Adam Sandler thing. This has Mr. Deeds and Big Daddy. I have not seen Mr. Deeds yet, so I cannot comment on that one. Big Daddy, I have seen numerous times. I've watched it plenty of times on Netflix a while ago, and then I just rewatched it on this Blu-ray. It doesn't exactly hold up. A lot of the kind of messages in this movie are stupid. Adam Sandler's character is really annoying in this one. Probably my least favorite Adam Sandler character of them all. Just not really a film that holds up very well. But it has its moments. Anyways, that's that 2-pack. Then we got the Escape Plan trilogy. I didn't even know there was 3 Escape Plan movies. I just wanted to watch the first one because it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone in it. So, of course, I will enjoy that because they're 2 of my favorite actors. Then it's got a couple sequels in there as well. This is a cheap pack to pick up, so I'll definitely be watching these at some point. Then we have the Kung Fu Panda trilogy. Been meaning to pick up this pack forever. I have not seen the Kung Fu Panda sequels, despite my love for the first Kung Fu Panda film. The first Kung Fu Panda film used to be my favorite movie. Probably back around like 2010, 2011. That was my favorite movie. I remember on the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do It Yourself. That, if you remember that, I wrote down that was my favorite movie. It's like in the book up there. It says Kung Fu Panda. I've always loved that film, rewatched it recently, and it just holds up so well. The action is really cool if you're not as into the kid stuff, but like as a whole, it's just a super fun film with really good characters and a really wonderful animated film. And then I'm definitely excited to check out the sequels at some point. Then we have The Lost Boys. I picked this up for $5.99 at Barnes & Noble when I went to look at the Criterions this month. This is a horror movie classic that I have not seen, and I will gladly, horror is one of the genres where I'll pick up pretty much anything as long as it's not grossly overpriced. So very excited to check out The Lost Boys at some point. Then we have The Quick and the Dead. Picked this up at a thrift store. It was real cheap. Another Sam Raimi movie. Want to go through all of his films and, just have seen all his films. He's another one of my favorite directors. So very excited to see this one. I love Westerns, so this one could be really enjoyable. Then another thrift store pickup, we have Warrior. This is like a fighting movie I've heard great things about. A lot of people have said how good it is, Haven't seen it yet, but I'm very excited to check it out. Then we have another DVD I forgot to mention. This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is a really cool, like, exclusive DVD. Been meaning to add this to my collection forever. I read the book, I watched the movie, then I read the book, and then I've been really wanting to rewatch it and put it in my collection. For some reason this movie just doesn't have a really easy to access Blu-ray release. I don't know why there's not a 4K or something out. It's, you know, a classic, and you figure it should be easier to access, but it isn't, so I picked up this pretty cool looking DVD. Absolutely brilliant film. It's just so good in telling this kind of really uplifting story, but also a story that will just break you down. Terrific film with terrific performances. Obviously a classic for a reason. Then, as always, I saved the best stuff for last. So we have The People Under the Stairs, a new Wes Craven film. Basically, I just wanted to pick up a horror film. So I picked up this recently, and I will be watching this very soon. Wes Craven, another one of my favorite directors. Another one of his films I have not seen. So I'm very excited to check that one out. And the Scream Factory edition is really cool. Getting into some of the 4Ks, we got Full Metal Jacket on 4K. This was $10, maybe. It was on sale for $10. So I ordered it because I was very excited to be able to own this one, because I watched this a while ago, not a while ago, like maybe 3 years ago on Netflix, and I remember really enjoying it for the most part. That was the first Stanley Kubrick film I ever watched. Then coming back to it now, this is, I just loved it even more. Such a brilliant film. Really a film of two halves, where you have the first part, which is, you know, like the boot camp, which is very good in itself, and then the second half, where it's more about the war. But both halves are really brilliant, and just a really good film overall, so a great one to own. The 4K looks really good as well. Then we got The Northman. The minute this came out for pre-order, I pre-ordered it. One of my favorite movies of the year so far. I loved it when I saw it in the theaters, and it's just such a good film from Robert Eggers, who's quickly becoming one of my favorite directors, with this and The Lighthouse, which I think are both just easy 5-star films, and some of the best to come out in recent years. But I love this movie, just epic Viking tale with so much like beautiful filmmaking, really well written characters, and just a film that keeps moving forward. Such a good movie. Can't wait to rewatch it on 4K. Then we have my Criterion pickups. I only picked up 2 this month. There just wasn't, when I went to Barnes & Noble, there just wasn't a ton there of the ones I really wanted, so I just picked up these 2. So we got The Fisher King. Mainly picked this up because it's got Robin Williams, but Terry Gilliam is a director that I've slowly growing to like more and more. I gave this one a watch the other night. Pretty solid film. A lot of great moments in it. I didn't really like it. Deviated a little bit in the second half, which lost my interest a little bit. But nonetheless, a really solid film. Really enjoyed it. Really good performance from Robin Williams, which I'm always down for. So good movie overall. Then the last pickup for the 3 months or whatever it's been is going to be the Moonrise Kingdom Criterion edition. Every Criterion sale, I pick up a new Wes Anderson that I haven't watched, just because I want to go through his movies, and pretty much all of them are on Criterion. So this time it was Moonrise Kingdom. I wanted Royal Tenenbaums, but they didn't have it, so I went with this one. And I'll be giving this one a watch very soon. I'm super excited to check it out. And that will do it for my Blu-ray haul, 4K haul, DVD haul for the last few months. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoy making these videos. They're more casual, more laid back. I'm not reading off a script or anything like that. So I have a lot more fun making them. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Letterboxd and Twitter. You can check me out there. I post more movie stuff there if you're interested. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.